You won't believe what's going down downtown. A whole new art movement is emerging. But what's behind the painted gates? Chocolate cocktails. Whoa! Okay, would it be inappropriate to just lick it out of the bowl? Vegan and gluten-free gnocchi. Glass is smoking.
The glass is smoking.
We've got the city's coolest new cocktail, and check out the #1 wine bar. And we're getting our freak on, hitting Comic-Con. Plus, how one simple hashtag could help change the world.
Mommy, New York starts right now.
New York City, with uptown iconic museums like the Met and Midtown's MoMA, you can call it one of the art capitals of the world. But now a whole new type of art is going down downtown. Artists are taking to the streets, painting enormous murals on the sides of buildings and facades, transforming Little Italy into an even more iconic neighborhood. And we have this guy to thank for making it happen.
LISA, an acronym for Little Italy Street Art, is a charity-based organization. It's street art for the sake of street art. It's just meant for people to enjoy, walk by, maybe have a glass of wine, maybe take a photograph, just to have some fun.
So why do you guys choose Little Italy?
Well, Little Italy is a historical area of New York City, so they're not allowed to put up any advertisements. So somehow, somehow I convinced them to let me put up some art. And
That's
how
great.
It started. Yep.
Was it a hard sell?
Well, in the beginning it was, because you have a number of different demographics, different ages, different points of view. But once the merchants of Little Italy and the community saw what positive impact it had on the neighborhood, it was off to the races. And as you can see, we have a number of murals going up and down Mulberry Street.
Not only are artists taking to the walls of Little Italy with the LISA project, but they're also using restaurants and shop gates as the modern-day canvas. Like Fumero, who prefers to keep his face out of the limelight. We caught up with the artist working on a commissioned piece on the Lower East Side. Known mostly for his work in Bushwick, one of Fumero's most notable Manhattan pieces adorns the gate of Michelin-starred The Musket Room on Elizabeth Street in Nolita, a bold and colorful portrait of Biggie. Chef Matt Lambert had been following Fumero on Instagram and essentially gave him his gate. Fumero has painted it 3 times since the restaurant opened in 2013. Chef says when he sees it in the morning, it inspires him to up his game in the kitchen below. And trust me, it works. Would it be inappropriate to just lick it out of the bowl?
No, you can do that, yeah.
I'll spare you the visual.
You can't say it and not do it, though.
Today we were in for a treat as Chef prepped his riff on gazpacho. Beefsteak tomatoes, cucumber, sweated onions, olive oil, which gives it a super rich, creamy texture, sherry vinegar for a bit more acid, and of course salt. But the soup prep was just the start. It's the plating, which is pure art. Compressed cucumber, cherry tomatoes from the garden back of the restaurant. Yes, he has a magnificent garden behind the dining room. Sprinkled with molten salt, covered with burnt wood powder, hydrated basil seeds, and this. What is it? What are you squirting now, Chef?
So, I'm squirting a little bit of olive oil gel onto the plate.
How did you make olive oil gel?
It's an emulsification. It has a little bit of eggs and a inverted sugar called tremoline.
Then it is brought tableside and the soup goes down. Give it to me, Chef. Yeah. Come on, right now.
Yeah, gotcha.
Right now. Pour it on. Pour some sugar on me. You are sticking your tongue out. Lenora is sticking out her tongue. It looks so good.
So there we go. And then when it all goes in there, that's a bowl of surprises.
There it is. That's some sexy gazpacho right there. Okay, are you happy now?
There it is.
Okay.
It happened.
I'm getting out of his way. Woo! I think it's better for everybody.
There's a real famous American chef, Charlie Trotter. When I was younger, he did a lot of stuff where he would call it a study of, and I was, I think that's very cool, and it's nice to be able to, learn new techniques to use with one ingredient. I think that shows like a chef's skill, you know what I mean?
He then takes the brine cod that was sous vide in onions, verjus, and cream, and sprinkles on top puffed wild rice, puffed jasmine rice, puffed farro, and onion flowers. Too good to eat her for free? Sometimes. The publicist says sometimes.
Why are you looking at me? I just make the food. I
Oh my God. I wasn't going to eat today. I'm supposed to be on a diet, but you know what? Forget that. All right, what's next?
What's next? Tofu gnocchi with butternut squash.
Gnocchi. Don't be confused by gnocchi.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Cool. There we go.
Yep.
This is a butternut puree, and this is going to be our sauce rather than using sort of like a tomato sauce or cream.
What's in them?
It's just tofu, cup for cup flour, porcini powder, and salt.
How do you get the shape?
A little bit of miso. We put into a PVC pipe and steam it.
To that, he adds chives, salt, and lemon juice. Is there any like oil involved in this process?
Any oil?
Yeah.
None.
None.
None. So then we've just got a small amount of roasted butternut, and then I also have some smaller pieces that have been sort of lightly pickled and then seared.
Oh, so it's a three-way. Does it take a really long time to get your food here when you come for dinner?
No, not really.
These are not really gnocchi.
Not really.
Not really gnocchi, but it's okay. I like you.
That's the idea of a gnocchi.
It's gnocchiism.
There we go.
And it's vegan and it's gluten-free.
That's right.
And no oil was involved.
That's right.
No oil, obviously no butter because it's vegan. Do you know how much oil I eat shooting this show?
Do I what?
Do you know how much oil I had forced to eat shooting this show?
I would imagine it's a lot.
A lot. A lot of butter, a lot of oil. But this is actually clean food. You made clean food
Yep.
sexy.
Yep. There we go.
3, 2, 1. Come on, Mom. Back away from my gnocchi, chef. Now, upstairs at the bar, you can enjoy a smoking cocktail named in honor of the street artist himself. Barman Chris Berry was about to light my fire with the Fumero Negroni. First, Fernet Branca, then Campari, next Cynar, an artichoke-based Amaro, and peach liqueur from France. But then he swaps out the gin in favor of 100 proof rye. Why? Because he likes whiskey.
Stir this up with some ice and get it chilling down while we do the next part of the drink, which is smoking the glass.
Right.
All right.
Will be fire involved?
There will be a blowtorch and wood.
Whoa! I love a blowtorch.
All right,
and
me
wood.
too. And it's kind of the star of the show when we're making it during service.
Here we go. When the party gets started, people.
So this is alder wood that we're going to smoke on the plank. To me, it smells like toasted marshmallows, so that's why we chose it. So
Glass is smoking.
the glass is smoking. Add some ice cubes to it. And strain the drink. There you
It's
go.
about 2:30 on a Thursday afternoon.
Thursday. Yeah, it's time for you to drink some whiskey.
I'm drinking alone again, people. Here we go. Brother.
Bravo.
Bravo. Woo! I'm
Maybe.
gonna put it down.
There you go.
Back away from the cocktail, people. Coming up, we're hanging out downtown with fashion's new it artist, plus the cutting edge project hitting the Lower East Side. And we're popping chocolate cocktails.